I have a question for you. What purple McDonald's character, introduced in 1971 as part of McDonaldland, is known for his love of milkshakes? Hi, I'm Mark Ellison, host of the podcast 5 Daily Trivia Questions. Here's another question. What NFL team, founded in 1961, is known for its purple uniforms and Viking horn logo? No, the questions aren't always purple, but we do have theme days on 5 Daily Trivia Questions. Here's one more. What 1984 Prince film and album features the hit songs When Doves Cry and a song about rain? Follow 5 Daily Trivia Questions and come play along. Oh, and the answers: The Grimace, The Vikings, and Purple Rain. 5 Daily Trivia Questions wherever you get your shows. The number 5 Daily Trivia Questions.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine, and maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them, from disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Canada, the 51st state where it seems they have mutant pigs, this is Ballot.
That's right, but Mom always liked you better anyway. That joke will make sense in a second. Relax. Let's hit this. A new study confirms what every kid with siblings already knew. Parents totally have favorites. And get this, it's not just a phase like your aunt's healing crystal collection or my brief stint as a competitive jump roper. This favoritism apparently lasts well into your 60s. That's right, you could be collecting Social Security and still wondering why Mom likes your sister better. The study looked at 19,000 families across North America and Western Europe. And apparently, daughters are the favorites. Even dads prefer daughters, which really throws a wrench in all those father-son fishing trip commercials we've been force-fed for decades. Now, the researcher behind this, Alex Jensen, actually had his own 14-year-old daughter call him out on favoritism. Imagine that conversation. Dad, why are you always taking my brother's side? Well, honey, funny you should ask. I'm literally doing a scientific study on that right now. And here's the real kicker. If you were the good kid, the one who did their homework and didn't set the garage on fire that one time, congratulations. You were probably the favorite. The study found that agreeable and conscientious kids get better treatment, which means all those times you cleaned your room without being asked, you were actually conducting your own social experiment. But don't worry, parents. The researcher doesn't want you to feel guilty about having a favorite. He just wants you to be honest about it. Because apparently, as long as you can explain why little Timmy gets special treatment, like needing extra help with math or having a medical condition, the other kids won't end up too bitter about it. Though I suspect telling your least favorite child they're your least favorite child might not go over as well as the study suggests. NASA announced there's a small chance an asteroid might hit Earth in 2032. And when I say small chance, I mean 3.1%, which is coincidentally the same odds of finding a working McDonald's ice cream machine. Now, the experts are saying don't panic, which is exactly what someone says right before you should definitely panic. It's like when your dentist says, this won't hurt a bit, and then pulls out something that looks like it belongs in a medieval torture chamber. But here's the fun part. They've got plans to deal with this space rock. First up, literally crashing a spacecraft into it. They already tested this in 2022 with something called DART, which sounds less like a NASA mission and more like what you'd name your band in high school. They've also suggested painting one side of the asteroid white to change its direction. Because apparently, the solution to Earth's destruction is the same as your mom's solution to making the house look newer. A fresh coat of paint. Then there's this thing called a gravity tractor, which is just a spacecraft flying next to the asteroid to pull it away. That's right. Their plan is essentially to give this asteroid the silent treatment until it changes its behavior. It's like passive-aggressive space diplomacy. And if all that fails, there's always the nuclear option. But unlike the movie Armageddon, they're not sending Bruce Willis up there to drill into it. They're just going to detonate it nearby and hope for the best. Because nothing says trust us, we're scientists, like nuking something in space and crossing your fingers. Besides, didn't we lay off most of the nuclear team? Maybe Elon can downsize the asteroid. The good news is we have 7.5 years to figure this out. The bad news is that's about how long it takes to get everyone to agree on where to go for dinner, let alone how to save the planet. And let's face it, there's a 100% chance that we'll ignore this issue for the first 4 years, but don't worry. There's a 97% chance it'll miss us completely. Those are better odds than getting all the topping options you wanted at Chipotle when they're 10 minutes from closing. All right, let me paint you a picture of what's happening up in Canada. As if we didn't already have enough reasons to take them over. And it's not about maple syrup or hockey this time. We're talking about super pigs. And these aren't your standard barnyard oinks. These are the Arnold Schwarzeneggers of the swine world. Dr. Ryan Brook, who's basically become Canada's chief pig detective, is up in Saskatchewan tracking these things. He's out there saying there are lots of them, which in scientific terms means, oh crud, we're in trouble. Now, these aren't your regular pigs that went to the gym. These are specially engineered crosses between wild boars and domestic pigs. They're like somebody took the worst traits of both and created the ultimate ungulate troublemaker. They're smart enough to do your taxes, but choose to destroy crops instead. Let me introduce you to Alain Gouillet, the guy who's become Canada's version of the pig terminator. He's taking out 5 of these beasts every week and still can't keep up. That's because these pigs are breeding faster than a reality show creates spin-offs. Down in Montana, you've got Maggie Nutter. And yes, that's her real name. Watching her border fence like it's the world's least exciting Netflix series. She's got this old barbed wire fence between her and Canada that probably couldn't stop a determined rabbit, let alone these super pigs. Montana's so worried they've started a Squeal on Pigs campaign. That's right, they want people to rat out rats with hooves. Meanwhile, these pigs are causing $2.5 billion in damage to U.S. crops annually, and they haven't even sent their A-team south yet. Dr. Brook's been warning about this for 15 years. He calls it an ecological train wreck, which is scientist speak for we're in deep trouble. And when a scientist starts using terms like train wreck, you know it's time to pay attention. Portions of today's program were made with the help of AI, your sister who mom likes better, and Canadian mutant pigs. Soon to be American mutant pigs as soon as we annex their snouts.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White Smoke. The Path to a New Pope, from Calaroga Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.